Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hello AI, your go-to place for all the machine learning and AI stuff. Today's video is for anyone who has ever looked at artificial intelligence and thought, wow, this is amazing. But where do I even start? So maybe you're learning Python, or maybe you're curious about how AI works behind the scene, or maybe you're dreaming of building the next big thing in tech. Wherever you're starting from, I've got you covered. In this video, we'll walk through a complete AI programming roadmap, from the very basics to advanced deep learning and real-world projects. So whether you are a student, a self-learner, or switching careers, this roadmap is here to guide you step by step with clear goals and realistic timelines. So let's break down the skills, the tools, and the mindset that you need to go from writing your first line of Python to training your own neural networks. So yeah, let's dive right in. So let's try to see what are the things that we'll be covering. So first we'll be knowing what are the foundation that is needed or prerequisite for learning AI. Then we'll be moving on to the core tools and libraries in Python that is needed in order to deep dive into machine learning. Then we'll be going on to the topics in machine learning and the courses that we can learn from. Then moving on to deep learning and what are the topics inside deep learning that we should dive into. Then we'll move on to the advanced topics. So once you have the basic understanding of ML and DL, you can dive into advanced topics like NLPs and CV, etc. So therein we'll dive more deeper into the advanced topics, and then we'll move on to the projects and real world practice. So I'll show you guys some sample projects and ideas and how you can practice using the real world data set. So yeah, let's get started. So before building the next ChatGPT, let's start with the basics, that is Python programming. So you will need to know the usual things, that is loops, functions, conditionals, lists and dictionaries. That is the beginning. So you need to get yourself comfortable with classes and object-oriented programming as well. It helps when structuring bigger AI projects. So don't worry, there are tons of YouTube playlists out there to learn. You'll find links for Python playlists in the description box as well. So one more tip to get a hold on these languages, that practice regularly on sites like HackerRank on LeetCode, and try building tiny projects in Python like web scrapers or basic data converters. Trust me, it will help you get confident while starting out. Next, moving on to is maths. Yes, we don't skip maths. Linear algebra, calculus, statistics are the engine behind the AI. You don't need to be a math expert, but understand how gradients and matrices affect model training. Trust me, it pays off later. The foundation would take you around 1 month if you're consistent. So, if you'll be giving maybe just an hour a day, that would be sufficient. See, the goal is not to rush, but to really understand how things work. So now that you can code, let's power up your toolbox. Start with NumPy and Pandas. These are Python libraries that will help you handle data like a pro. Then learn Matplotlib and Seaborn. It is used to visualize your data because seeing patterns in data is half the battle. Trust me. So next we have is Scikit-learn, which will be your entry to machine learning in Python. It has tons of machine learning models and useful functions that you can use. And of course, use tools like Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab to experiment interactively. All these can be learned from courses on Coursera, YouTube tutorials, etc. I'll also provide you the link of the resources in the description, so make sure to check that out. Give yourself another 1 month here, build mini projects, visualize data, and start playing with real data sets this time. Now moving on to step 3, which is entering machine learning. This is where the fun begins. So start with supervised learning. So learn regression and classification algorithms, and then move to unsupervised learning like clustering and dimensionality reduction. Understand what feature engineering is, learn how to evaluate models, what is accuracy, precision, and ROC curves. And please don't just watch tutorials, try things out, break stuff, and fix it. And if you are worried about resources, then Andrew Ng's classic ML course on Coursera gives you the theory, which I have done it myself. It's a 3 month course and it is really, really good for the foundation purpose. And then there is Google's ML crash course, which brings it to life with TensorFlow notebooks. So since things have gotten serious, supervised learning, model evaluation, tuning algorithms, it can take up to 3 to 4 months to get solid here. But trust me, this is where you start feeling like a real AI engineer. Step 4 is deep learning. So deep learning is the brain behind AI. Start with how neural networks work. And yes, you do need to know about backpropagation. Moving on, you'll be going to CNNs for image tasks, so image classification, etc. You would need to know CNN, and then RNN or LSTM for sequences like text or time series. Don't forget transfer learning because using pre-trained models can save you weeks. Use TensorFlow, Keras, or PyTorch, and if you're serious, try both. And Hugging Face transformers, well, they are best friends for NLP. Expect to spend around 2 months learning and building deep learning models. Try checking out the playlist for the machine learning projects. I have used CNN and transfer learning in many of my videos, so that would be a great step in order to understand deep learning as well. There is also this deep learning.ai specialization on Coursera by Andrew Ng, which I have done it myself. And trust me, it's a very good course if you want to understand deep learning in deep. So also, here are some practice ideas that you can build in order to understand and get a hold of deep learning. So you can build a digit recognizer using the images of the digit, and you'll find many of these data sets on Kaggle as well. You can also try image classifier, text generation, or even fine tuning CNN with transfer learning. And this is one wherein I have already created a video on that. I'll link in the iCard above, so please check that out. Do practice, and trust me, that is the only way you'll get a hold of deep learning. And keep studying the notes of the courses in the deep learning AI specialization by Andrew Ng. So that's it for the deep learning part. Moving on. All right, so you have built a few machine learning and deep learning models. So what's next? Now is the time to go deeper and discover the areas of AI that truly excite you. So if you like language, explore NLP. So, if you are fascinated by how machines understand and generate human language, natural language processing is your playground. So, you can build chatbots that actually hold conversations. You can run sentiment analysis to detect emotions in social media posts or product reviews. That is one of the video that I have posted already. So, you can check that out in my channel as well. Or you can even write code that summarizes long documents in few lines. So these are some simple ideas. You can start simple, like maybe say a movie review classifier, and then try something more advanced like fine tuning a transformer model using Hugging Face. Trust me, the real magic happens when your code starts making sense of language. And if you are more of a visual thinker, dive deep into computer vision. So it lets you teach machine how to see. So start with basic image classification, like cat versus dog. So like that, and then move on to recognizing handwritten digits using MNIST dataset, and then work your way up onto detecting object in photos, facial recognitions, or even real-time video analysis. So you can build, let's say a personal image classifier, an AI attendance system, or let's say even a mini version of Instagram filters using CNN. So I think it's a visually rewarding domain, literally. So know about all these domains. There is also one called reinforcement learning. So it's all about agents learning through interaction. So it's like training a bot to play a game or like training a robot to walk. And it's used in everything from game AI to robotics. So start with simple environments, let's say like OpenAI Gym. Maybe teach an agent to balance a pole. It feels like magic, when the agent improves just by trying things and learning from rewards. So you can try reinforcement learning as well. And if you want to know, want to create with AI, that's in when generative AI steps in. This is where the art meets code. So AI, with generative AI, you can build models that create images, music, stories, or even can code. So I know you have already seen tools like ChatGPT or DALLE that came up and generates image. That's all what generative AI at work. So now that we know that all these are advanced topic that we can explore deep into and try building projects and uh, AI agents that you can use and maybe uh, create an app out of it. Who knows? So yeah, there is after this all the steps that you come. This is true that none of these knowledge will really matter if you don't build with it. So the best way to learn AI is by doing AI. So start simple. Start with mini projects with real world data sets. Let's say classifying emotions from tweets or detecting spams in emails, predicting housing prices. Of all these kind of videos I've already done in my channel, so you can check that out as well. And don't just code in silence. You can publish your work on GitHub, create a portfolio, write blogs about your projects and share them on LinkedIn. Or Kaggle is a website for all the data science enthusiasts. So that's how the recruiters and collaborators will find you. So when you build real things, you show the world and yourself that you're more than just a learner. So you are a creator, and I think that's what will make all the difference. So yeah, that's it for this videos. I'll be also showing you guys these project ideas that you can see depending on the level where you are, beginner and intermediate or even advanced. What are the type of data sets that you can use, what are the projects that options you have. I'm sure that once you start studying, once you start practicing, all things would come to you automatically. So I hope this was an informative video. You got to learn a lot. The whole timeline is, I would say, in total around 6 to 7 months. Make sure to be consistent and keep revising whatever you study. And obviously, build, build, build. Only then you'll be able to get a command over it. So I think that's it for the roadmap video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any new video suggestion, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys with the next video. Till then, bye bye.